Hey, welcome back. Pretty excited about tonight. I'm off all week. Next week's Christmas. So this is the weekend before Christmas here in 2021. And we have the 2020 Bourbon County Stout versus the 2021 Bourbon County Stout. This is Goose Island's offering. Comes out every year. You got to be on your toes to at least get the variants. Some years the base will sell out faster than others. But we're going to get to reviewing these right after this. All right, guys. Hey, again, I got my FUBAR bullets. This is a FUBAR bullet. It is a 50 cal round. Of course, it has been previously fired, probably on a firing range. And they replaced the brass, hollowed, but they cut this fancy smancy bottle opener. But the reason I show this is because proceeds from this goes to the Wounded Warrior Foundation. So guys, if you look up FUBAR bullets and buy one of these things, that nice weight to it, it's a really nice bottle opener. You'll get something nice for it, and you know you're donating to a good cause. So let's open up the 2020 one here. I'm actually going to go ahead and open them both. And I'm going to go ahead and pour, and you can see how nice this works here with the bottle opener. I collect bottle openers, so I'm going to keep the 2020 on the left, 2021 on the right, 2020 in the red, and they're the same, but one side has a label, the other one doesn't, and blue for the 21. All right, so let me pour this one. All right, little bit of foam coming up there on top. These things aren't known for their carbonation, so we're not gonna, but holding about the same. I can tell you the 2021 here, the bubbles on top, maybe slightly darker in color, but you can't really tell the difference in color on these things. They're about the same. So let me nose these. Oh, man, that 2020 was so good. Yeah, okay. All right. I can tell the difference now. I couldn't hardly remember before. I only have one or two of these a year, so. Okay. The 2020 has a much creamier nose to it. It's like, there's chocolate there, but it's decadent. It's rich. The 2021, a much lighter nose to it. Still has the chocolate notes, but maybe a little more coffee coming through. Yeah, and there's a bright note to it, where this one is just deep, dark, decadent over here. So let me go ahead and taste these. I'm going to sleep well tonight, I can tell you that. I was supposed to have someone review these with me, but he couldn't make it, so I'm on my own here. And none of this will go to waste. Oh, wow. Yeah, that 2020 is so good. Has that cocoa, the dark chocolate, the creaminess to it. Oh, wow. There's just this creaminess. All right, now let me chase it with this 2021 here. Yep. Wow, they're both fantastic. Okay, but we're getting into the nitpicky stuff here. They're both really good, and I like them both. And I think I still have a 2019, but I'm saving it because I only have one 2019 left. If someone wants to donate one to me, I'll review it, but I don't have it. I have one left, and it's supposed to continue to develop up to 5 years in the bottle. And with the 2023, I want to do the 23, 22, 21, 20, and 19. And so I'm hanging on to that 2019 over there. But eventually, I'll come back around to it, and I will have help then. We'll move this VR camera back, and there will be more people back here because I'm not going to drink all that at once. All right, let me go back over here to the 2020. Oh, there's a creamy, a lighter chocolate, but there's still that like 90-something% cacao type dark chocolate note to it. But this is predominant over here. Yeah, that dark chocolate is far more pronounced on this side, with about the same, but there's a creaminess to this. There's like oh shoot, I can't remember what all they said about it, but yeah, this is more like German chocolate cake, and this, with like the coconut icing and stuff like that. This is more like you ate a piece of milk chocolate along with dark chocolate or something. Yeah, there is a less bitter flavor. And I'm not saying this is bitter, but there is, if the bitterness this has, and there's always good to have some bitter in it, as long as it doesn't overpower. But that is much tamer in the 2020. And I'm dissecting these things back and forth right now, because if you're playing off of memory, it's going to be tough. It would really be tough for me to tell you which one I like better with that span of time. From day to day, maybe not, but yeah, over a year, yeah, I wouldn't be able to dissect it nearly as well. Yeah, and I think I'm going to drink this one a little heavier. I'm okay. So here's the preference point. I could drink them either one. And enjoy the crap out of either one. But I think I'm going to enjoy this one more after this one. I like it just a little bit better, put it that way. So I'm going to drink this one here a little heavier. This one has I don't know, it's just a lighter airiness to it. It's not as heavy, but that heavy over here is the creaminess. And that makes that just a little more enjoyable, I think, for me. Some people, personal preference. And I can't wait to try that 2019 here in a few years. I know we could get into swaps, but they limit you on what you can buy. And luckily here, they allowed me to have 6 of the base ones and one each of the variants. And we had 3 variants. So I've already reviewed those. You can go back and look for those videos. But the year before, we could get a whole case. So we could get, like 12 of these base ones and 2 each of the variants. And I think that the popularity is increasing. So they're inching it back a little bit. I hope we still can get that. But I have 2 different places I know where to get the base. So once I bought the 6 I was limited to, I went to the other store that opened an hour later and I bought 2 more base variants or base versions, because I want to enjoy more than one of them. But yeah, wow, that is so good. And this one has a little more the carbonation, the bubbles are hanging a little thicker on the creamier one. They're a little thinner off this glass. You can see the difference. And this one has littler dots over here on this side and bigger dots hanging around over here where the carbonation goes up on the side of the glass. Both are pretty thick. They coat really well. And you can see the dark sticking, and then the brown kind of fades away as it runs down. And on this side, it hangs around just a little bit longer. So this is like a heavier mouthfeel over here. And that's why I think I was picking up by saying this one was a lighter, more airy in the mouth. Oh, but they're both really, really good. Really, really good. But they're different. They are different. But wow. I think it's just what mood you would be in on that day. But I think sometimes I would want this one here over the 2020. But honestly, I know I've heard a lot of people talking about, oh, the 2020 was way better than. It's really not way better. I mean, you need to try them side by side because there's not a lot of difference between them. I mean, there is some, but it's not that big of a difference between them. Oh, wow. That is good. And of course, depending on what kind of pinch you're wanting to spend, you can afford, not that we can all afford very many of these things. They're like $13, $14 a bottle, but that's nowhere near $30 or $25 for a single of the variants, some of them. Yep. Yeah, that's creamier, but it's very similar notes. So guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up as always. I'm going to finish these, but I'm going to do it at my own pace because I have to edit and do all this stuff to this video. So I need to have my wits about me. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up as always. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell down there for notifications, and I promise I'll keep bringing you these videos.